Alrighty folks, welcome back to Talos Principle 2. We are on the ceiling, we're upside down, and we have a puzzle to solve while we're here. It's the green puzzle, hence all the green lights everywhere. We've got red. And we've got these things. We could swap for a driller. So I presumably have to do that because... Oh no, wait, there's... Oh, but we need red and green to open that. Where are we drilling? Here? What's inside? Green. Okay. Oh, that's going to open this gate for me to get there. That's an openable iron gate. Oh, there's another thing here. That's what I'm missing. I knew there had to be something. Is there anything else in there? No, just you. Okay, so swap these back. Where has it gone? It's behind me. There it is. So red to there. Don't know how this is going to work. Is there something else in here? Oh, there is. A jammer. That's the only thing in there. Oh, but we can then jam this. And then, wait, we're done, right? And then just using this to get this. And opening that. We just then connect this to there. Okay, very simple. Well, that's very reflective surface there. Ah, upside down. It's an upside down gun as well. Absolutely zero patience from Byron. Sorry, it's taking a sip of water. Okay, we're heading there. Gonna get back down. Back down we go. Out here. Walk down the slope. Jumpy. Is that where I want to go? Where am I now? I'm currently this way round. It's over the... Oh. Okay, great. Steam just popped up a message saying, product code you have registered with your account has been revoked. I mean, that's fine. It's for a random game that I guess I must have been testing for some point, for some reason. Okay, thanks for interrupting my game to tell me that, Steam. Okay, I'm back in. Where am I going? I'm going there. What's the... I guess I'll go this way. Space to disengage. I guess you can like double jump away from it or something. Up this way. I think I already solved this one as well, didn't I? It took it away from me. Because it didn't cross or something. Okay, over here. Yep, you can just double jump off. And then this was like zero thoughts, I think. Or almost zero thoughts. Yep. In we go. Two ways to go. They probably just meet up in the middle. Yeah. Okay, another one of these rooms where we realised we could have just come in from the ceiling again. Whoa. Zooming
this
forwards.
Is fascinating. They were both here, Athena and Cornelius.
Is Byron going to do something
had a plan.
very silly at some point?
I found a file that... I can't...
Uh-oh.
I can't...
Byron's trapped in the overload. He's failing to disconnect.
The whole system's going haywire.
1K, get out of there!
Uh-oh.
Everyone back to the VTOL!
Prometheus bound.
We have to go.
Come
Now,
back, Byron.
1K, get moving.
We can't just leave Byron behind.
Yeah, Coot, we have no idea where he is or what's happening to him. But right now, if we stay here, we could all die.
How?
System's going
What's going to kill us? Oh, it's all falling apart, I
Energy
guess.
spikes everywhere.
We'll come back for Byron, I promise.
Is there an actual time limit? Probably not. I'm gonna do this again. Well, no, it's broken. I'm gonna find another way out. Fortunately, there's checkpoints telling me where to go. I can't cross there.
What have you done, you fools? Mortals are not meant to tread these halls.
This is Pandora's box.
Why will you not heed my warnings? I am not trying to harm you, creatures of clay. All I wish is to protect you and the rest of your kind. What more must I do to make you understand? If you cannot be reasoned with, I must bar your path.
I'm sorry, I've got a game to play. Did the floor just fall? No. Before this stuff was like falling behind me, but I don't think it is. Here we go, oh, this way.
These energy emissions are
This
messing
is
with
shaking
the
a
VTOL
lot.
systems. Okay, I think I've got it working. Get here quickly, 1K.
Is this bridge gonna get destroyed? That's destroyed. I think I'm here. This is the other door that I was trying to get through. Yeah. Quick, start the VTOL, I'll jump in.
Come on, get in! Get us out of here, Yakut.
Suddenly not shaking so much. I mean, if the pyramid falls down, the rest of the game's over.
Okay, we're out. Now what?
Looks like the southern sites are active.
Well,
The
how
readings are
strange.
strangely jumbled, though.
Should I set us down?
Yes, but just to drop off Melville.
What?
We're going back to New Jerusalem. This situation has gotten out of control. We need to regroup.
Oh.
Rushing in blindly isn't going to save Byron. But we also need someone to stay here and keep an eye on things. Melville, that's you.
All right, I'll see if I can make any sense of these systems while you're gone.
Just keep a safe distance, okay?
Will do.
Good.
It's kind of peaceful
Well,
here
okay.
without Byron. Anyone?
Guess it's time for
Anyone
you and me
agree?
to take a nap.
No? Hello, Elohim.
Do not lose hope.
Oh
my
gosh,
child.
the game is...
In these difficult moments, find solace in your friends and in the home that you share.
I was thinking I should get back to the city at some point,
Here we
so
are.
I think it's
Got
forcing
an
me.
update from Melville. The power spikes are continuing, but no news from Byron.
All right. Thank you, Yakut. You get the VTOL ready for the next trip. I'll talk to the mayor. 1K, please head over to the Museum of the Simulation and talk to Cornelius. Let's see what he has to say for himself.
Alrighty. Yeah, I was planning to actually come back to the city at this point, so this is a good coincidence.
The world is full of suffering. Every living organism suffers. Animals kill other animals to eat. And it always ends with death, torn apart or wasting away. This is what surrounds us. This is what's happening outside those walls, every hour of every day. It's our ethical responsibility as sentient beings to lessen suffering. That's what it means to be human. To understand that it is your duty to transform this world into something better. That's what the founder meant when she said that we can turn the world into a work of art. Despite what happened to him, Byron was right. We have to keep going.
This is blasphemy. Byron was punished for failing the Founder's trials. And you want us to dig deeper? Just because you can't accept that suffering is natural and necessary?
Please, everyone, stop using the public frequency. If you want to argue, use your interface or speak in person.
Use social media. That's what social media is for. Weather's changed. Foggy today, isn't it? Oh gosh, we have loads of social media to read. City News. The expedition to the Founder's Islands has suffered a serious setback as all contact with Byron 7 was lost during a foray into the interior of the megastructure. Byron is assumed to be alive, but trapped within a data stream overload and unable to disconnect. Several sources in the government expressed a lack of surprise at this turn of events, citing the first companion's history of rash behaviour. Hopefully this gets people thinking about the dangers of populism, one source told me. It's been alarming to see people suddenly falling for this utopian foolishness. GemFX 312 now open. Okay, this is a different vibe. I'm very happy to announce that the Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition is now open to visitors. Come play the 3 winning works at the Gehenna Memorial Pavilion. Finally, can't wait. It's wonderful news. I'll be attending today. Nice. Will this be made available through the interface too? Yes, after the exhibition is over. The Optimist. The Pessimist is commonly spoken of as the man in revolt. He is not. Firstly, because it requires some cheerfulness to continue in revolt. And secondly, because pessimism appeals to the weaker side of everybody, and the pessimist, therefore, drives as roaring a trade as the publican. The person who is really in revolt is the optimist, who generally lives and dies in a desperate and suicidal effort to persuade all the other people how good they are. It's been proved 100 times over that if you really wish to enrage people and make them angry, even unto death, the right way to do it is to tell them that they are all the sons of God. Jesus Christ was crucified, it may be remembered, but not because of anything he said about God, but on a charge of saying that a man could in 3 days pull down and rebuild the temple. Every one of the great revolutionists from Isaiah to Shelley have been optimists. They have been indignant, not about the badness of existence, but about the slowness of men in realizing its goodness. The prophet who is stoned is not a brawler or a marplot. Marplot? He is a marplot? He is simply a rejected lover. He suffers from an unrequited attachment to things in general. G.K. Chesterton. R.I.P. Byron. R.I.P. Byron. TLDR. R.I.P. Byron. We don't know that he's dead. He may just be lost. He could still be saved. I was going to say something sarcastic, but you know what? In the spirit of optimism, I really hope so. Alrighty. So we've been told to go to the thingy. Oh, hello. Oh, it's the music from the base game, I think. Yeah. From the kind of the medieval looking section, European section, I think. Although your fingers are not doing the right things, I'm afraid. Wait, this is an seven string guitar. Although, is it? It's also not. It's 6 string with 7 tuning pegs. As far as I can tell. You've got an extra tuning peg, mate. Guess it's good to have a spare.
Nothing's the same anymore.
Hello, Josephus. Where are you? Okay, that's very moody.
Hello.
Hello. Dana. Gehenna Memorial Pavilion. Friends of New Jerusalem Gazebo. Okay, I mean...
Attention all citizens.
This is the thing which is open,
The
right?
Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition is now open to visitors. However, please note that due to an unauthorized strike, public transport will be temporarily unavailable. May the Founder be with you.
Hello.
Welcome to the Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition.
Neve.
Oh, it's you, 1K. Please tell me, you were there when everything went sideways. Do you think Byron will be all right?
If we find him, he'll be fine.
Oh, Byron, always getting into trouble. He's been like that for 1,000 years, you know. But losing him would be terrible.
I like how you do also have an Irish
Anyway,
accent.
You've come to take a well-deserved break from your expedition.
So let's talk about something else.
Let's ask, even though I know. What's Gehenna?
Gehenna was a place in the simulation. A prison where Elohim exiled the minds that didn't fit his plans. In time, the prison became a community with a culture of its own.
What happened to the people of Gehenna?
In the very last moments of the simulation, Elohim realized what he'd done and sent his messenger Uriel to free the prisoners. They were uploaded to the gold disc, and their legacy is part of all of us.
Why text adventures?
Text adventures were one of the few art forms available to the people of Gehenna. By continuing to work in that medium, we keep their memory alive.
How do you see the role of the artist in society?
I don't think the role of the artist should be reduced to any single social function. The artist isn't an educator or a moralist. Art isn't about teaching us lessons or imparting values. Nor do I think it's simply self-expression. The best art reaches out beyond the self, into something ineffable. The creative impulse can't really be quantified or predicted. That's why artistic freedom is so profoundly essential. Without the freedom to shock, to offend, to transgress, art becomes stagnant.
Thanks. Okay, should we play some text adventures? What was this one? Argument Simulator by Guta 972. A short, punchy work of games' commentary. Do you agree with the conclusion it suggests? Okay, this is familiar. Credits. Written side by Guta 972. Start. Choose your character. Okay, Goldboom. I'm gonna be Milton, library assistant. Choose your arguments. It's true, it's false, it's not true. Interesting. I'm gonna argue it's true. What am I arguing? I disagree. I see. This is obviously incorrect. That isn't. I can contradict you. Contradiction is self-defeating. I question your metaphysics. Question begs your assertion. Your side will never be right. That's the opposite of the truth. You're wrong. There you are. I can contradict you. I question your ethics. Your question begs your assertion. The foundations of your thing are incorrect. That's the opposite of the truth. This is obviously incorrect. It isn't. I can contradict you. Okay, we're ending up in a loop. I mean, I could check the other ones. I question your axiomatic principles. Okay, it's similar. Let's find out what we agree on. I think that's the way out. Okay, it feels like a good idea for us to understand one another better. Game over. Thank you for playing Argument Simulator. So let's play again. Oh, very nice. I agree with the conclusion. Jefferson, Goldboom and the Specter of Modernity by Rat 980. Another story in the much celebrated Jefferson Goldboom shared universe originating in Gehenna. It maintains the characteristic writing style of the series but focuses on a new set of themes. Okay, so silly things are going to happen. Credits. Written design by Rat. Dedicated to Mac. Remember Mac? You, Jefferson Goldboom, deftly step out of your charging pod and walk into the main lobby of the Goldboom Institute. It is a humble abode filled with a small four-seater sofa, a table, a coffee bar, and an arboretum. Ginny HD, your fiancée and a leading member of the Caserati Veerstrass Jazz Ensemble, greets you from the sofa while Frankie Soy Sauce waves from the coffee bar and the velociraptor John Malcolm drives out of the arboretum on his motorcycle wearing his green armored t-shirt. Speak to Frankie Soy Sauce. Who was that? Somebody at the coffee bar. Okay. Jefferson, my old friend, it's been too long. Frankie soy sauce quips as you walk over to the coffee bar. Yes, Frankie, you answered. It's high time that we have another adventure together since you missed the last one. You mean the fight against the dastardly Dr. Elion, which brought you the ninth dimension where you met John Malcolm and his velocious velociraptors and saved human world from the Solversonic super thruster with your guitar? Okay, I think I remember that stuff happening. The very same, you nod sagely. I'm so sad to have missed it, Frankie mourns, but I am sure you'll be once more playing your guitar to save the human world before we know it. It's what you do after all. You're about to agree with him, because Frankie's right, when a klaxon resounds through the Goldboom initiative. Ask what's happening. Sorry, buddy, I can't hear you, Frankie drawls over the noise. It's the damn klaxon of doom. I knew we shouldn't have set the volume to 11. If you want to ask me something, you should probably shut it off first. Frankie eloquently waves his coffee cup in the direction of the central computer terminal, which is conveniently located next to the coffee bar. Play your guitar. It's not going to save you here. You unsling your guitar from your back and check the strings to make sure that they are in the proper order. Then you take a heroic stance with your chest puffed out, your legs splayed wide, and your guitar held heroically aloft. You play a chord, a perfect chord, followed by another equally perfect chord, and another, and another. As always, all the chords that you play are perfect. This is your greatest burden. Mollified, the klaxon shuts itself off. Perfect in what sense? You mean like... I think you just mean perfect as in... I don't know. Just some quality of the chord rather than it being like a perfect fifth. But that's an interval, not a chord. But sure. Talk to your team. You turn from the now silent central computer console and look at your team, who are all gazing back at you with varying levels of wonderment in their eyes. Ask why the klaxon was blaring. What was the klaxon of doom? John Malcolm dismounts his motorcycle with an air of certainty and queries the central computer console with sure taps of his reptilian claws upon the keyboard. It seems, John Malcolm says, that the sensors have detected a threat of galactic magnitude. Oh no, cries Ginny HD, while Frankie Soy Sauce drops his cup of joe in fear. Ask what the threat is. A shudder goes through John Malcolm's magnificent plumage. Something far more dangerous than anything we have encountered so far, Jefferson, he proclaims. Oh, John Malcolm, what is it? Exclaims Ginny HD. What could it possibly be? We have already defeated the dastardly Dr. Elion. What could be more dangerous than him? This time, my friends, John Malcolm says, after a pause of precisely 2.5 seconds, we will be up against the Specter of Modernity. Ask when the Specter will arrive. The Spectre of Modernity travels at the speed of time itself, says John Malcolm gravely. It has already arrived, Jefferson. We just haven't encountered it yet. Frankie Soy Sauce turns from the coffee maker, a fresh cup of battery acid clutched carefully in his human fingers. We must do something, Jefferson. I do not care for umami, but if the Spectre takes away my ability to taste coffee, I do not know whatever I will do. Reassure him. All tastes are precious to us, Frankie, you say. Sweet, salty, sour, bitter, and yes, also umami. We shan't surrender any of them, for they are what renders us human. Take action. I probably should have asked about the thing. Friends, humans, dinosaurians, countrymen, possessed by a sudden urge to act, you jump up on the coffee maker, much to Frankie Soy Sauce's dismay. We cannot let this threat to our very way of life go unanswered. No, we must stand against the Spectre and not yield until we are victorious. Will you stand with me? Wait for their response. Yes, my darling, anything for human world, cries Ginny HD. Friend, you know that I will stand by you until the bitter end, adds John Malcolm solemnly. For coffee, shouts Frankie Soy Sauce, and for love. But, asks Ginny HD, after the shouting and swearing of fealty is done. Fealty? How will we prevail? The Spectre of Modernity is too powerful for you to fight it on your own. Of course she's right, and as she usually is. Well, I'm gonna play my guitar. I'm going to take Ginny with me. Oh, Jefferson, Ginny HD exclaims, I'll be the best companion you could wish for, but tell me, Jefferson, the Spectre of Modernity travels along the continued sequence of existence and events that occur in an apparently irreversible succession from the past, through the present, into the future, and is by definition already everywhere. Where can we possibly go to find a way to defeat it? Okay, yeah, the fighting just like time moving on. I'm going to go to the ocean. Ginny HD, despite admitting to some initial fatigue, walks swiftly towards the ocean. At the end, when you can smell the sodium chloride in the air, she is almost running. You realize at the last minute that something is wrong and that your beloved is about to simply plunge into the ruby-red, foam-capped waves, which is not very healthy at all. You stop dead in your tracks, trying to decide how to react to her peculiar behavior. Play your guitar! You pull your guitar from your pocket and test the strings. You don't have much time, for your beloved Ginny is still walking steadily towards the waves. You play a chord that parts the waters before Ginny slippers and shudder when you see a baleful mechanical clock sitting upon a corrugated tower in the depths of the ocean, hungrily waiting for Ginny to drown herself. You change your tune, playing a rapid set of chords that force the waters to retreat further and subjecting the mechanical foe to sound waves of a hitherto unknown magnitude. The clock disintegrates, and at the same time, Ginny HD blinks awake. Jefferson, where am I? No time to explain, you say calmly. Grab one of the pieces of this evil clock, which was a lieutenant of the Specter of Modernity, and run, my love. I do not know how much longer I can hold the waters at bay with my cords. Ginny HD does just that, and together you leave this dreadful place. Go to the icy mountains. After a long day of travel, you arrive at the icy mountains. The great mountains are barren of plants and animal life, yet they are beautiful in their own way, jagged and cragged and rugged, peaked with snow and gorged to the bedrock by merry little streams. But there seems to be nothing that could be useful in defeating the Spectre of Modernity. Well, says your companion, what now? For John. I think we should continue, you say humbly. Don't you agree? I do, Ginny HD says seriously. We can't give up. Dear God, Jefferson, if we fail, the consequences. Response. You're about to respond, but before you can open your mouth, the ground before you gapes open and a horrendous yet oddly beautiful figure with glowing red eyes and mighty antlers emerges from the depths. Who dares summon the dear God? It howls in a voice echoing as if in a deep cavern. Attempt to explain the misunderstanding. As the dust settles, you see before you a mighty white stag with glowing red eyes and golden antlers. You tremble bodily and quake in your boots as the apparition gazes upon you. Who hath summoned me? The deer booms. What foolish mortal dares to disturb my slumber? O great antlered one, you say earnestly, your awakening is not the result of intent, but of homophony. The antlered creature cocks its head and its eyes flash menacingly, but it does not otherwise react. Ask for the dear God's help. We are on a quest to destroy the Spectre of Modernity, and we would ask for your help in our noble cause. And why would I help you, foolish mortal? Talk about umami. Because, you say, clutching your guitar sincerely to your chest, because of umami? The great antlered one blinks. Come again. Umami, one of the 5 basic tastes. The beast laughs, and it sounds like the mountains are trembling. The very ground rumbles underneath your feet. How foolish of you, Jefferson Goldboom, to think that a herbivore deity could care about the savoury taste. Begone, and don't come back here again, puny human. And with that, the dear God vanishes back into the ground. I guess I've got no choice now. Go and confront the Spectre of Modernity. When you approach the lair of the Spectre of Modernity, you decide to leave your companion behind, knowing that you cannot risk another life in this final confrontation. Sometimes heroes have to stand alone. Okay, enter the mechanical lair. Inside the mechanical lair, the Spectre of Modernity waits for you, sitting translucently on a titanium throne. The Spectre of Modernity, you murmur through gritted teeth. We meet at last. You are mistaken, Professor Dr. Goldboom. The Spectre of Modernity says. We have met many times before. I am your father and your mother. Request clarification. Who do you think inspired you to add the power of electricity to your guitar? Who upgraded Ginny from SD to HD? Who indeed deciphered the mathematical secrets of the chords? That arcane knowledge upon which some of the greatest adventures depend. I was your ally all along, Jefferson. The foul wizard of crime was conspired to turn you against me. It was he who enchanted your klaxon. That actually makes a lot of sense, sorry. No biggie, says the Spectre. Now let us defeat the Wizard of Crime together. Even now he conspires to steal all that you have accomplished with the power of his enchantments to confuse the mind. Get back to the Institute. You rush back to the Goldboom Institute, where you find the Wizard of Crime taking advantage of the absence of your heroic friends, out seeking other ways to stop the Spectre of Modernity, to rifle through your belongings. He's surprised to see you. I see my scheme has failed. Curses! Were it not for that scheming Spectre, I would have stolen all your wealth and added it to my ever-growing hoard. For that is my scheme, to steal and steal until the whole world is mine. Wahahaha! And so you arrest the foul sorcerer instead of the development of human potential and become good friends with the Spectre of Modernity. Just call me Mo, the Spectre says. I'm sure we'll have many wonderful adventures together. The end. Whew. Reminded of my time playing Road to Gehenna, there is another one. Ghost of Atlantis by Karazan, whatever, 815, Flight 815, from Lost. A lyrical, A lyrical atmospheric quasi-sequel to Atlantis, a classic work created by Lilith. The original game told the story of the inundation of the mythical island, no doubt reflecting the impending fate of the citizens of Gehenna. Okay, I remember Atlantis. It was where it was like an actual adventure with a map and everything. Because that's what an actual adventure requires. I'm afraid I'm going to save the next one for next time. And I think we're just going to do more exploring of the city next time, so you can all look forward to that. It's a nice ceiling. Alrighty, folks. Let me get the center of my view in the middle. That's close enough. See you next time for more of New Jerusalem. Goodbye.